I'm back. So I appreciate all the people who have subscribed and have stayed subscribed. And I've noticed an uptick in interest in my video series on NoFap. So I appreciate all that. And I appreciate also the people who have decided to subscribe more recently. So I apologize I haven't posted more videos, but hopefully I can post a few over the coming weeks. I'm going to continue posting a series on the toxins or how fluoride is toxic to the body. But before I get into that, I strongly encourage everyone to buy my book, The Biology of Success. But if you're here specifically because of NoFap, you will find my book specifically interesting because I devote a significant amount of attention to the sex magic, sex energy that males have when they recycle and retain their seminal fluid and how it improves brain function. So I strongly recommend anyone watching this video or subscribe to my channel because of my NoFap series to please buy my book. There's also several other topics in my book that would be beneficial to really anyone who reads it. It is a direct approach on becoming wealthy through optimizing our biochemistry. So please buy my book, The Biology of Success. I will leave a post or a link in the description box below. So let's get into this video here, a video series on how fluoride is toxic to the body. So this is not conspiracy baloney. This information is right out of my biochemistry textbook. This is not new information. So the fact that we have fluoride in our drinking water is actually like mind-blowing to me. I don't understand why we're doing that. The information here is not new. Okay, right into the board here. Carbohydrates are the most abundant biomolecules in nature. All living organisms metabolize glucose through glycolysis, which is a 10-step enzyme pathway. Okay, so the starting substrate is glucose in glycolysis. So after the fourth enzyme in this process, glucose, a 6-carbon sugar, is broken into 2 3-carbon molecules. That's just why I have these 2 blue lines here to indicate that glucose is being split into 2 smaller molecules. Okay, so at the 9th enzyme, we have enolase. Now, fluoride binds to enolase, the 9th enzyme here, inactivating it. This will cause a rise in glucose, which can eventually lead to diabetes, fatigue, and obesity. This does this by raising, glucose levels, and also because we're not producing the products that glycolysis is designed to produce for us, which are 2 pyruvate molecules, 2 units of energy as ATP, and then it helps recycle the most abundant coenzyme in our body, which is niacin. So again, glycolysis uses glucose to produce 2 pyruvate, 2 energy units of ATP, and helps recycle the most abundant coenzyme in our body, niacin-based NADH. Now, the 2 pyruvate that are produced can go into the mitochondria, and they can be used actually to make all kinds of different molecules for the body, including cholesterol, non-essential amino acids, fatty acids. So 2 pyruvate, again, can go into the mitochondria and make all these other molecules the body needs structurally and functionally, as well as helping the body generate an additional 34 units of ATP or energy. So you see how damaging fluoride can be when it starts binding to enolase with abundance. If we keep getting fluoride into our system, the more of these glycolytic pathways are going to be blocked when the fluoride binds to enolase. Over time, with consistent consumption of fluoride, because fluoride is also hard to get out of the system, it's very slow to get out of the system. So over time, with consistent consumption of fluoride, our glucose levels will eventually go up because we can't break it down using glycolysis. That can lead to diabetes, which will cause fatigue because we're not using glucose to make the energy units as the products of glycolysis, and that will also lead to obesity. So again, this information is directly out of my biochemistry textbook. This is not a new biochemistry textbook, and the information, the research that was used to discover that fluoride is toxic is not new. and it's on page 612 in this biochemistry textbook. So anyways, this is the first video in my fluoride series. There's plenty of other places in my textbook that clearly illustrate that fluoride is absolutely toxic to our body. So I hope you enjoyed my video, and please buy my book if you haven't. Thank you.